it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Hi everyone, this is Devan from the Egan family with another After Dark cleaning video for you. For those of you who are new, we are a family of 5 and we homeschool our almost 7-year-old son Parker. He's in the 2nd grade. We also have a 2.5-year-old daughter Emery and an 8-month-old daughter named Eloise. We share lots of homeschool types of videos, some cleaning motivation, some blog style videos, and also a few other random videos thrown in as well. But tonight we're just picking up the house. This is what I do every single night after the kids go to bed, just to make sure that the house is as maintained as possible. And of course, there's always a treasure trove of toys underneath the couches after the long day. Does anybody else have this problem? I feel like most moms must know what I'm talking about here. But I just wanted to hop on really quickly and give you some nice motivation to start your week off right. This is a beautiful blanket scarf my friends Jared and Genevieve gave to me for my birthday. Thank you to those of you who wished me a happy birthday. We had a really nice time. But I just wanted to remind you quickly that we are participating with the Matthewsons, Karalin from the Matthewsons, in a scare-a-thon. It starts next Monday, October 25th, and it will run through Halloween. And we will be posting one video a day up for that entire week. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your bell notifications turned on if you would like to follow along for that. And also make sure to go over to Carolin's channel and subscribe to her as well. I know she has a lot of fun things planned for that week that you're not going to want to miss. So jumping right back into the cleaning, that is my corner of shame where everything seems to collect. I don't know how it happens, but it seems to be our dumping zone. So I'm just getting that tidied. As always, my theme is nothing really is going to be or has to be perfect. Good enough is good enough. And you all, I'm sure, can sympathize and understand that after a really long day of mom responsibilities, wife responsibilities, homemaker responsibilities, sometimes you're a little bit more burnt out than others. And so that's something that I wanted to touch on today, that it's so easy to get caught up in the social media idea of being perfect. And I know I'm guilty of that as well. And I look around my house sometimes and I think that I don't have the perfect organization in place or the perfect this or the perfect that. And that stuff is not what's important. As long as your home is functioning well for you and you are doing what you can to stay sane and happy, your kids are thriving, then that's really all you can ask for. As a perfectionist who also deals with some anxiety, I know that the state of my house directly correlates to my mental stability, but sometimes that works in opposition. So it's a vicious cycle. Sometimes I feel like I need to clean to not feel anxious, but then I also know that what I can achieve might not be quote unquote perfect. So I almost self-sabotage and decide not to do something. I'm showing you that I found a lip gloss Emery stole. But anyway, I find that I self-sabotage and try I find it hard to be motivated to get any sort of cleaning or projects done because I know they're not going to turn out the way that I feel that they should. And so my message, I guess, for you tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, is that things don't have to be perfect to be good enough. Your kids aren't going to grow up and say, yeah, my mom had the most spotless house ever. Or at least they might not in the most positive way possible. But they will remember that you let them play, you let them make messes, you let them get dirty, and you spent time with them. And that's something that I truly have to remind myself when I get in the mental state that I tend to fall into when my house becomes a little cluttered or disorganized. That my kids will remember that our house is filled with love and fun, and they won't care that I forgot to do the dishes one night. That's not something that they're going to remember, like I convince myself and hold it against me. I also do want to mention that my kids, Parker, my son, really is a great helper, and for the most part, he does help pick up his messes and messes that his sisters make throughout the day. But I also don't think that it's fair, as you'll see, most of the messes are messes that his sister Emery has made, and I don't feel that it's fair to always have him clean up after her. She is only 2.5, and for anybody who has had the pleasure of seeing her in our videos can understand that she has quite the spunky little personality, and she is in that transitional stage between 2 and 3 where she knows how adorable she is, and she kind of knows what to do to get away with what she doesn't want to do. And it's such a balance, as parenting really truly is, to shift between making sure that you are holding her accountable, or as accountable as she can be as a 2.5-year-old, for the messes that she makes, while also keeping some sanity and remembering that she is still very little and I can't expect too much from her. So, like I said, that's where most of our mess comes from. Parker, for the most part, is very good at making sure he picks up after himself. Of course, he's still not even 7 yet, so we don't expect perfection, that's for sure. Now, switching over into the dining room, you'll see that this was not too terribly bad, but once I move that chair out of the way, you'll see that there is a big mess. The mess that every parent dreads the most, and that is a big old pile of Legos that Emery decided to dump all over the floor. And not the nice Duplo Legos, I'm talking the traditional little Legos. But first, I'm making sure I'm putting away everything in my coffee cart. That coffee cart has come in such handy. It's cleared up some space in our kitchen for organization, as I've moved all of my coffee cups out here. So it's really, besides the fact that it's beautiful and I enjoy making my coffee every morning and having people over to serve them coffee, it also has been wonderful storage and organization. And of course, I love to decorate it. So you'll also notice my cats coming in and out, and a potty chair in the background because we are potty training Emery. She's doing very, very well. We're very proud of her. So here is, you're kind of being able to see the absolutely giant Lego pile. This is only about 1/4 of their Legos. I try to rotate them out so I don't end up with Lego mountain, but it happens. I've mentioned before, especially during homeschool, our house tends to get out of control because Emery needs things that keep her occupied while I teach Parker. So I try to be as forgiving as possible. I do have a few different containers there, so you'll just see me sorting. I keep all of Parker's little Lego characters and their accessories in one of those little dark blue bins from the Dollar Tree, and I keep the bigger Lego pieces in another, it looks like a Lego box from the Dollar Tree that I'll pull out in a minute when I really get into organization. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is that our house does get messy very quickly because of all of the toys that we have for the kids, but the benefit of having a smaller house is that it cleans up so quickly. This entire clean with me after dark routine, including the kitchen, the bathroom, everything, only took about 1.5 hours. So that was great. On days when I'm feeling that I have a little bit more energy, I do like to try and do a project like this. I mean, this one was already half done for me because Emery did dump the Legos out, but I don't always sort and organize toys every single night. Sometimes I just pick up and that's good enough. Like I said, good enough is good enough. And I'm trying to not let my perfectionism sabotage having a functional house. But when I do have the energy or the mental focus to do it. I like to try and do one small little organizational project during my nightly cleanup, just to, like I said, to keep things under control, because with 3 kids and a busy house, it very easily can go awry. Just finishing up the dining room here by cleaning off this table. There were still remnants from a small birthday brunch that I had, and some cleaning supplies. And after that, we'll be able to move on to the floors and then into the kitchen.
I can hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall.
Now, I almost did not include my kitchen in this Clean With Me video because I was a little bit embarrassed at the state of it, but we did host that birthday brunch at my house, so there were extra people here for that. And also, we are a family of 5, and we had neglected the dishwasher for the better part of 2 days. So that would explain all the extra dish mess that we had. And I figured if we are being open and honest and realistic, that I should just show you how it really can get in my house after 2 days of no dishes. So as embarrassing as it is, I'm hoping that it helps give somebody some comfort that they are not alone. Now, these plates I am taking care of now are plates that were gifted to me by my sweet friend. She goes by many names. I call her ESM, Liz, Elizabeth. If you're watching, we love you. And I love those plates and the mugs that went with it. But anyway, so I'm getting the dishwasher loaded up, trying to tackle some of this crazy mess we have going on. Like I said, I just was hoping that this might help you realize that if your kitchen looks like this, that you are not alone. There was a wonderful piece of advice that I got that has really truly helped my mental health when it comes to cleaning, especially the kitchen, because if you know me, you know dishes are my least favorite thing to do, probably on the entire planet. They really gross me out so bad, and as much as I hate doing them, I also hate having dirty dishes. And so I used to incessantly scrub the dishes down so much before I put them in the dishwasher. And then I was told, why are you doing this? Well, I have to make sure they're absolutely clean, is my response. But at what cost? When it is more detrimental to your mental health to sit there and wash dishes twice, waste that much water, that much energy, that much time, you might as well run the dishwasher twice. If the worst thing that can happen is if you pull those dishes out in the morning and there's still a speck on it, take care of it then and throw it back in the dishwasher. It's so much easier, and it's so much less stress on your mind and your body and everything that you have to get done. As moms and wives and homemakers, we have to do so much to stay on top of everything that if we can take even one small thing off of our plate, then let's do that. So that is another little tidbit of wisdom that I'm sharing with you tonight, and I'm giving you permission to run the dishwasher twice. If that's going to help take 10 minutes of work off of your day, or help you feel in control of your space by just throwing everything in the dishwasher quick and forgetting about it, it's okay. If you open the dishwasher in the morning and the casserole dish still has something stuck to it, run it twice. Everything will be okay, and you're not alone. Like I said, we have to do what we have to do to get through this. And so I hope that helps somebody, because that really, sometimes I feel that the way to combat some of the issues that I have with my anxiety is that I need to hear that I have permission to do something, or give myself permission. But it helps mostly when it comes from somebody else giving me permission. So I know it's not me. You know, your anxiety wants to tell you that you've been weak, or as something like that. So sometimes it's helpful when somebody else gives you permission. So I'm hoping that I could help just even one person have the permission to let something go today, and to just do what you can to survive. Now I'm putting all those bottles away. Eloise doesn't take bottles too often, but just showing you a couple of the ones that have worked for my breastfed babies with their pumped milk, and getting back to tackling all of the dishes that I had to hand wash or couldn't fit in my dishwasher. So with that, I will stop rambling on and let you enjoy the rest of this video. I hope it gives you some motivation. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram if you haven't already, and please subscribe and share if these videos are helpful to you or you enjoy them at all. And we will see you in the next one.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond the sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere is homebound. We are kings of the world. Kings of the world, and anywhere is homebound. We are kings of the world.
So that will complete another After Dark clean with me. We were able to get a lot done, and I was only cleaning for an hour and a half. It's not perfect, but that's just fine. I'm gonna wake up and be thankful for anything that I did get done tonight. So now I'm gonna sit down with my glass of water, because I'm trying not to have caffeine too late. And I'm gonna watch some TV, maybe edit a video, read, I don't know, but I'm gonna do something for me. And I hope that you take time to do something for yourself today too, because it's so important, and it's something that I know I struggle with. And so use this as a little reminder that I hear my husband snoring. He's taking some time for him by getting an early night's rest. But here's my reminder to you to take some time for yourself, because you deserve it, and it's so important, as small as that might look like. So I hope you have a great night, and we will see you next time. Bye.